how we decide is going to be a combination of my vote, Chris's vote, and then you guys, the supporters, you guys, the boxing fans, you guys will have another vote. It would just be like a judge's card, right, Chris?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and begin with some candidates. As you see, Derek, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for that super chat, Derek. Derek the GOAT coming through. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you. Shout out to you and everyone on the East Coast. He says Bomb Squad. As you see the image there on your screen, he was one of the guys to consider to me in this category. As you guys see other images there, Tank Davis against Rolly Romero. You see there the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder against Robert Helenius. You see, of course, Caleb Plant, Anthony Durrell, and Lee Wood, and Mike Conlon. I mean, very good KOs. Those are kind of like the big profile ones, Chris.
I think I'll start so nobody can say that I got influenced by you.
There you go.
The ones that you just mentioned, I think those are the more mainstream ones, the ones that really caught the eye of the public. Of course, there were so many knockouts in all parts of the world, but I feel like these were the four that most caught our attention, most people would pick. And man, I'm gonna go out and say it, man. I'm gonna say, even though I think it was a hell of a knockout by Deontay Wilder, I'm gonna have to go with the UK's Lee Wood. I thought it was a spectacular knockout. Him getting knocked down in the early rounds and coming back to, put Michael Conlon through the ropes. And I think that one was my pick for the knockout of the year.
And look, I'm going to give you a round of applause, Chris. I'm going to give you a round of applause because I think that pick makes a lot of sense. As you see, Derek agrees there with you and with me. That was my pick as well, honestly. And I'm coming out swinging. I don't care. It's the last show of the year. I'm coming out swinging. This is my KO and my fight of the year. Lee Wood, Michael Conlon. This fight happened March 12, 2022. Wood was knocked down at the end of the first, outclassed for the majority of the fight. He was able to knock down Conlon, kind of a slip, kind of a knockdown there at the end of the 11th. And then he produced one of the most dramatic KOs that I can remember. Landed a big right hand to Conlon's head. Conlon was out cold on his feet.
Yeah.
Fell out of the ropes, fell through the ropes, out the ring. And it was a tremendous comeback by Lee Wood in front of his home crowd. 12-round stoppage. Conlon was up on every single card. And Lee Wood was able to retain his title. So I agree. 100% KO of the year to me. Seems like to you and to our boy Derek as well. So not sure that many people are going to argue against that. Of course, like we said, Deontay had a tremendous one in his comeback fight. Caleb Plant, out of all people, had a tremendous KO against Anthony Durrell. Of course, Tank stopped there, Rolly Romero. But I mean, in terms of the big drama show, right, that we like to see in boxing, I think Lee Wood delivered there in the 12th round against Conlon.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Of course, all the other ones were big and they were massive in their own right. As we saw, the one that made the rounds was the Caleb Plant against Durrell. That left to the body, then he came back upstairs. But I feel like each one of those other fights has a little asterisk to it. I think this one is one like you said. Lee Wood was losing. He was getting outclassed. He got dropped. He could have been easily knocked out in that first round, and we would never talk about him in a sense. All the accolades would have probably gone to Michael Conlon, but he was able to dig deep, get back in the fight, and as you said, deliver the knockout of the year in our opinion. And man, again, what a fight! Fight of the year in your opinion?
Fight of the year straight up to me. I don't know if you want to go straight into yours, but I'm coming out swinging, Chris. I'm coming out swinging.
You're coming out swinging, man. That one was in my top two, and I think we'll save it and we'll have a little conversation.
Okay.
But yeah, again, knockout of the year. You and me had decided. I don't think we have to wait for the third the audience vote. I'm
gonna check it out though. I'm gonna check it out. So buy me some time here while I pull it up. So you guys see it there on your screen. And let me go ahead and scroll down for you guys. So, what was your KO 2022? Says the question. Of course, the candidates, the ones we spoke about: Wood versus Conlon, Davis against Romero, Wilder against Hellenius, Plant versus Durrell. Actually, our pick, Chris, got second place with 26% of the votes.
Majority rules. But again, I see how they would pick Plant versus Durrell because, again, it was a very beautiful knockout.
60%. Plant versus Durrell.
Yeah, and of course, we all know we saw the highlights. That post knockout celebration, probably would have. I think that's why he pushed him over in our voting poll. But yeah, again, that was a great knockout. I just can't put it in my top because, as we know, Durrell's a little past his prime. So that's what knocks me off. Giving that one knockout of the year.
Yeah, 100%. Once again, thanks a lot to Derek. Our boy Derek from the PA coming through with the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you for joining us. And he agrees with you 100%, he says, Chris. So, yeah, maybe a higher profile, you can say Caleb Plant than Lee Wood. But, yeah, I think 100%, like we said, big drama show, Lee Wood.